Hey YouTube! So it's been a really long time since I did this. Actually, that's a lie. I just recorded this video a second ago and I didn't like it, so I had to re-record it. So it has not been a really long time since I did this, but it's been a really long time since I posted a video. That's what I mean. And a lot has happened, and I meant to post earlier because I have news, because things have been happening, but I went straight from like excitement to stress. Well, stress to excitement, back to stress. So I matched. I matched! Woo! Those are my jazz hands. Always appropriate. So I got a job. So I am going to be one of the newest emergency medicine residents come July 1st. So I am super excited. I matched. Yeah, I matched. I'm so excited. Right? Back on track after the long journey, right? Losing the job, motorcycle accident, learning to walk again, getting back on my feet, you know, all of that stuff, COVID hitting, right? All of that nonsense. I matched. And I'm so grateful, right? And I had a lot of help. I had help from some really good people, and I'm so grateful for them. For so many people that helped me and supported me along the way in a million different ways, from writing me a letter of recommendation to listening to me, you know, complain and swear that I was never gonna match, right? All of the people who did all of that stuff. So maybe you're thinking like, wow, Tonya, you must just be coasting. You must just be like on cloud 9, waiting for residency to start, just absolutely just dusting your shoulders off, right? Well, a little bit, not entirely accurate, because I matched in another state. I matched, actually not too far away, not too far away, a 4-hour drive from where I am right now. And I need to find a place to live for me and my husband. Not just me and my husband, me and my husband and our 4 children. Not really children, AKA my 2 cats and 2 dogs. The place I'm moving is not a large city, so there are not a lot of apartment complexes or, you know, like apartment buildings or anything like that. And the ones that I saw that many of the residents who rent choose to live in have pet limits, right? So like you can have 2 pets, not your entire farm, Tonya. And so that was going to be an issue for us. Right? That was going to be an issue. So we decided that we were going to buy a house, myself and my husband. And so we started looking for houses. You may have heard that the housing market right now is absolutely bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S, right? Absolutely bananas. Well, it was bad, right? We finally did get a house. Yay! So this is what the process looked like. Well, it looked like first, you know, I found a realtor, all that stuff, right? But what it looked like is me checking realtor.com and Zillow 50 times a day. It looked like me jumping every time I got an alert on my phone and it says realtor.com, new listing. Oh my God, house, right? And you know, I'm not that picky, right? About features of a house. I watch a lot of House Hunters. I watch a lot of HGTV. One of the things that you see if you watch House Hunters with any regularity is that they'll ask the one person in the couple, so what style of house are you looking for? And the one person is like, I'm looking for a craftsman. I absolutely refuse to live in a Mediterranean. I am not an animal, right? And then you look at the other person is like, I disagree. I need to live in a Cape Cod. You know, these bones cannot survive a traditional, right? Or a 4-square, God forbid, right? And people, and they go see a house and they're like, oh God, this is not mid-century modern. Right? That's not me or my husband. I'm like, can I get 4 walls and a roof? Don't get me wrong, I have preferences. I have like some strong preferences. Actually, to be perfectly honest, we've lived in some really nice apartments, so I will be the first to admit I'm a little snobby and a little bougie when it comes to where I live. Especially me and my husband are homebodies. We spend a lot of time here. There are people who look for apartments in like Tokyo and they're like, I don't care if it's the size of a shoebox, I'm barely ever here, that's just where I sleep. That's not us. So I want to be comfortable, right? And so you know, I'd like a place with an open floor plan. I'd like a place with you know, maybe a nice kitchen, maybe an eat-in kitchen, maybe an island, you know, like maybe an ensuite bathroom. Can I get 2 bathrooms? Sure, right? Those are some of my preferences, but I literally looked within my budget. I looked at every house that popped up, right? I looked at every single family house that popped up. And so, you know, then you gotta find a house that you like, right? Because this is not an insignificant investment. Depending on where your budget is, you're spending tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars on this thing. So it's not like I'm just gonna go into the store and like look at and just go, I'll just take the first thing that I see. I don't care. Yeah, just throw money, right? Like, you wanna like it. It's not my forever home. It doesn't have to be my dream home, but I'd like to like being at home. I don't think that's unreasonable. So, you know, you're looking for things and looking for something that I like, and finally see something. Yeah, this house looks good. And so then we drive over there. 4-hour drive there, 4-hour drive back. First time we drove over there, we saw a house. It didn't really look as good as it did on the picture. Something about it. And I asked people, how will I know if this is the right house for me? Does it just have to tick the boxes? Is that it? Just like, yep, satisfactory, satisfactory. And everybody said to me, no, you'll know, you'll know, you'll know. It's like trying on your wedding dress. You'll know, you'll get a feeling, right? So we went to see that first house. I didn't get a feeling. Neither did he. So we decided to pass on it. And it's stressful, right? Because every time you pass at a house, it's like, well, is another one gonna pop up? Am I gonna regret that one, right? Because that one's gonna get taken. That house, by the way, was listed on the market on a Wednesday. I asked my realtor, can we come see it on Friday? He said, not if you're interested in this house, because the seller's agent is presenting them offers tomorrow night. One day after being on the market, tomorrow night. So if you are interested in this house, you need to be here by tomorrow. Next week, saw a house, right? Went back again, saw a house, fell in love with it. We put in an offer, and our offer was declined, or they went with the other offer because we didn't waive the home inspection clause. Well, the housing market is so loco right now that people are like, I'll take it, I don't need anybody to look at it, I'll take it. And so we didn't get the house, and I was devastated, right? You get emotionally invested. You're like, yeah, I can see myself there, yeah, I'll put my couch there, yeah, the dogs will be here, yeah, right? You develop a thing, a whole thing happens. And so we didn't get it, and I was devastated. And so I was trying to believe, yeah, something better's coming along. Right? People said, you didn't come this far, survived the motorcycle accident, got your leg saved, walked again when they said you wouldn't, right? Got back on your feet, got the job against all odds, survived COVID, all of that stuff. You didn't come this far to like get the job and then not get a house. It'll be all right. That's what they said to me. But when you're in it, obviously, right, it's very difficult to just be, well, at least for me, to just like ride on faith. That's definitely not my strong suit. So, miraculously, a couple days later, a better house did come along. I mean, way better. Gorgeous house. Fell in love. Forgot about that other house in a second. It's like that, you know, it's like your old boyfriend, and then you find a new boyfriend, and you're like, who was he again, right? Put an offer on the house, didn't get it, right? Devastation ×2. So then we went to see a third house, right? You know, week 3.5 now. And not even with the excitement, just like, yeah, okay, yep, this kitchen's lovely, yep, absolutely gorgeous bathroom, yep, nice basement, be really nice if we could finish it one day, sure, yeah, like, but like, no, like, we're trying not to get emotionally invested, because like, oh, we're probably not gonna get it, this is a beautiful house that somebody else is gonna live in, right? We did get it, right? Or our offer was accepted, let me say. We almost lost out on the house by $1,000. $1,000. Right? So now we have a house. Well, no, we don't. Sorry, I keep saying that. I don't want to jinx myself. We don't have a house, but we're in the process of getting a house. Right? We're supposed to close June 7th. We haven't closed yet, you know, so, you know, haven't done the home inspection yet, right? So we'll see. But the only reason that I'm able to get this house, right? And I don't really like to talk about finances, especially with God knows who's listening. But I want to say that there were a lot of people who said in my life, like, hey, sometimes good things come out of really bad situations. Obviously, you're not ever trying to hear that when you're in a bad situation, right? You're never like getting fired thinking, well, maybe you are. Let me say I'm not. Thinking like, maybe something good will come out of this situation. No, it's like, this sucks. This is horrible, right? What am I gonna do? But the only reason we're able to get this house, right, to afford this house, is because of the money from the settlement money from my motorcycle accident. Because there was a lawsuit, right? Insurance company paid some money for my medical fees and all kinds of things, you know. And so I got some money. And you know, originally I was like, okay, I'm gonna be so responsible. This is gonna be my kids' college fund. I don't have kids yet, but kids' college fund. I'm gonna leave this money to my children. Gonna save for retirement, right? All those things that you're supposed to do, you know. But But if I didn't have it, wouldn't be able to afford the down payment, wouldn't be able to afford to close on the house, right? So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like, thank God for the accident. Somebody died, right? I would give the money back in a heartbeat to have him back. But just saying, maybe there is something to people saying, you know, sometimes something good can come out of a really bad situation. So waiting to see what happens with the house. Things are going good. So that's where I'm at. That's my update, right? I don't know if anybody's even listening or out there, whatever, but I just thought it's cathartic. Makes me feel better, right? So that's what's going on with me. And, you know, there's a phrase that a lot of people I know use. Remember when you prayed for exactly what you have right now? I do. Thanks for listening.